And
these guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're
well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Miami, we've got Kelly Olynyk, Hero out there with Dragic, and there's Iguodala. And it's Jones in at the 4. Smith finds Mahimi. And it's Smith missing. And it's Jones with the ball for the Heat. They've led by as much as 10. Hero passes to Jones. A beautiful reverse layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Inside. Out to Payton. There's the pass to Bertans. A 3-ball. Rebound by Olynyk. The Heat leading by 8. And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now, Bertans. Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Up top, Mahimi passes to Bertans. Back to Mahimi. Payton in the corner. Out to the right wing. Second chance shot. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 4 points for the bucket from Mahimi.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jones drives in. And Jones slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Mahimi. Offensive rebound. Out to Payton. Fires the 3. Payton with another miss. The Heat leading by 6. Iguodala right side. Pass to Hero. Down low. Fires from deep. Iguodala. No good. For Washington, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pushing it up. Here's Hero. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And now it's an 8-point Heat lead from the Wizards. They're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Bertans can't get it to go. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Iguodala, the pass to Jones. Olynyk got a piece of it. It's stolen by Mahimi. To the inside. And Jones pulls it down. The Heat have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Hero. And there's another one for the Heat. Wizards trail by 10. Payton attacking. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. He misses the free throw. The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mo Wagner's checked in for Mahinmi. Hachimura comes in for Bertans. Beal's checked in for Brown. And John Wall subbed in for Ish Smith. On the basket by Jones.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Wall finds Hachimura. Now Payton. Beal taking his time here. And again, Washington no good. Miami leading by 11. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones, no luck. Now, here's Wagner. Not a lot of room from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Hero.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
The three. That one misses. And we've reached halftime in this. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. And in the city of Miami, plenty of recreation, I guess you could say. And that'll...
We got this nigga. I got 100 in cash. I'm about to spend right now. They try to put me in last, but what do I look like now?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So look at Jay Crowder. He's really been playing well.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in its small forward. To the right side. Robinson for 3. Oh, good on that one. And it's Washington the other way. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Wizards trail by 11.
And Doris, don't forget a consensus All-American in his final year of college. Hachimura scoring almost 20 points a game.
Yes, Greg. He helped the Gonzaga Bulldogs to 37 wins in each of his last 2 years, and obviously played in some big-time games. Was asked to step up in key moments, and he delivered.
Dragic kicks to Robinson. Offline with his 3. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. Here's Hachimura. And the 3 off target. The Heat leading by 11. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And the wing jumper offline.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Well, you can see the eagerness to contribute from Rui Hachimura. Finds the open man, willing to facilitate.
Robinson for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Robinson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Bonga deciding where to go with it. Lets it go from the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot. Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Dragic against Wall. Knocks it loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. Tyler Hero. He's checked in for the Heat. Outside Robinson. The kick out to Crowder. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Crowder's got 8.
To me, you've got to run this guy off his shots. Jay Crowder is a good catch-and-shoot jump shooter.
That's it, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Bertens. Mo Wagner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Miami. Iguodala comes in for Duncan Robinson. From deep. The Wizards with another miss. Miami leading by 9. Butler dishes to Olynyk. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
You know, I like the fact that Olynyk didn't shy away from mixing it up. Remarkable at scoring despite getting hit.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Shot clock at 3. Tries again. And Adebayo with the lay-in. And the Heat lead by 13.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
It's Beal on the wing. Nice ball movement by Washington. The 3 from Bertans. And another miss by Washington.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Adebayo passes to Olynyk. From deep. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wizards trail by 13. Oh, Beal in position. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
What a beautiful connection there. Beal showing off the hang time.
Pass to Hero. The 3 ball. The Heat with a fresh 14. And the pass to Olynyk. Adebayo down low. He's covered by Brown. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
And so it's Miami looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be right back after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Dragic is out there with Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jones. And it's Butler in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Heat. To the wing right side. Launches a 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Beal can't get that one to fall.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Heat. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. Bryant is checked in for Washington. Hachimura comes in for Mo Wagner. Nunn against Wall. Stolen by Nunn. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Butler. Rebound, Washington. Bryant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Another shot, and he converts the layup. Bryant's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Wizards.
Boy, tremendous focus from the big man, Thomas Bryant, making the difficult finish look pretty routine. That's nice. After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Here's Wall. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, it matters not if he's dribble driving to the rim or spotting up. John Wall's so assertive in that mid-range game.
Here's Bunga. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Outside Robinson. Here's Nunn. A three-pointer off the mark. Wizards trail by 10. Outside Beal. Ball passes to Beal. Inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Bunga to the left side wing. Pass to Beal. Jacks up a three. Doesn't go for him. The Heat go the other way with it. Led by as many as 14 points.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
3-on-3. The tray. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. Bunga's got it back down to single digits for Washington.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Here's Adebayo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
Crowder, he's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Kendrick Nunn. Back to Wall. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Boy, the court vision, the intelligence that John Wall is putting on display. This is great stuff.
Now, here's Dragic. Poked loose. It's stolen by Bryant. And another fast break for Washington. Wizards running. Pass to Hachimura from outside the arc. Miami grabs the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
It's the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Robinson. It's stolen by Dragic. Nunn with it. He's picked up by Wall. Iguodala dishes to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
What a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Wall passes to Beal. Here's Bunga. Rebound by Olynyk.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Heat.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Bam Adebayo.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wall against Nunn. Hachimura kicks to Wall. To halt the run. Bryant, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just the size and the ability to get off his feet makes that such an easy finish for Thomas Bryant. Go ahead, young sir.
Here's none. But they recover it. No good with the triple. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. the United States Supreme Court building here in our nation's capital. We're now it's ended down to David Aldridge standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, the Wizards have...
David, thanks. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. Wall. Walker with some nice D.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Left side, Brown. Outside, Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Wow, I am more impressed by Tatum every time I watch him. That's a veteran.
Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Bryant's shot is good.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
And floor spacing is key for any offense, and that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, G.A., his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, can pop it right over the top of it. Pretty much any defender. He's only going to get better.
Tatum. Top of the key jumper, no good.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
There's the pass to Hayward. Releases from 15. Good work there as it goes.
Now you got to give Hayward his props. He's terrific at getting his shots in mid-range.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Bryant trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Hachimura.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Brown. Over Beal. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And Brown is a reliable threat from mid-range. I mean, effortlessly rising up for the nice-looking J.
Hachimura, the pass to Bryant. Wall dishes to Bryant. Wizards passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
I love the unselfishness from Wall. When someone flashes open, I mean, he's right there with the pass.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Tatum against Hachimura. Walker surveying the floor. Over to the wing. Hayward up top. He's covered by Hachimura. Hayward can't hit. The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Hachimura, the pass to Bryant. Over Tice. Bryant can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 3. Pass to Tice. Tatum with it. And the dunk by Tatum.
Beautiful job by Tatum right there. I mean, the ball handling skills incredibly advanced for such a young front court player.
Outside, Wall. Bryant finds Beal. Now here's Wall. Hachimura, the pass to Wall. That one doesn't drop. And the Celtics going the other way now. Outside, Walker to the middle. Here's Tice. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Tatum wide open. He fires one. They get it again. That shot no good. Wizards trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Smart's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Now, here's Bertans. Here's Payton. No good with the layup. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. There's Brown with the three. Rebounded by the Wizards. And here is Payton. And Payton throws it down.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the...
Being yourself, being...
You know, Gray, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
They've got Smith. Troy Brown is out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Payton in at the 2. That's the group start the second quarter for the Wizards. Here's Wanamaker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smart finds Kanter. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Kanter has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Count it. Good. Bertans got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Passes it to Kanter. Back to Wanamaker. Smart up top, covered by Smith. Williams passes to Wanamaker. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
No issues on that one. Good work all around. A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about... very strange.
Williams. It's good on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Mahinmi dishes to Smith. And Kanter pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Williams. Brown the pass to Kanter. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Wanamaker. Here's Brown. Bertans grabs the board.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Brown throws it down hard. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here's Wanamaker after the basket by Washington. Here's Tatum. The shot, no good. And Washington the other way now. And here we go. Washington fast break. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
That's amazing, the creativity. And you see how fluid an athlete Tatum is.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Brown. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Enes Kanter.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Washington making some changes. Hachimura is checked in for Davis Bertans. Beal comes in for Gary Payton. And John Wall subbed in for Ish Smith. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Shot's good by Walker.
With this shot area quickness, Walker can usually carve out space from mid-range.
From deep, Wall. A putback. Beal on the foul. Beal's got his first points of the game.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Tatum no good. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe it. I cannot believe that. Well, at times, Bill pulls off ridiculous dunks. You have to respect how powerful he is.
Now here's Smart. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. That one falls.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Here's Wall, trailing by 2. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Beal is so tenacious on the drive. He shows no remorse to the defense on these type of dunks.
And Walker kicks to Tatum. Fires the 3. Beal pulls it in. And here we go. Washington fast break. Wagner with it. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Tie game in Washington. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period. And that's a wrap for our halftime show.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center, filling out the middle. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Celtics lead by 2.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Hachimura finds Wall. Now Beal. And it's blocked. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Tatum leading the charge. Kept alive by Boston.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. They've got a can't-miss play. Now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now here's Beal. 8 points for him. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
I mean, there's not much Beal can't do. We get to see some of his aerial skills here.
And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
It just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win. I mean, that talent requires help from your teammates. So he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Walker the pass to Tice. Wall with some nice D. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for Washington. The lead is 2. Wall against Walker. And Wall kicks to Hachimura. Pass to Bonga. 6 to shoot. Here's Beal. Rebounded by the Celtics.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
And the basket by Tatum.
Constantly moving. Tatum is so quick. Good luck stopping that pull-up.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Outside, Beal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beal's got 12 points in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Up top, Tatum. 11 points in the game. And there's the pass to Hayward. Lays it up off the glass. Hayward's got it all tied up now for Boston.
Look, with good size and underrated athleticism, Hayward's able to muscle through the contact.
Pass to Hachimura. And here's Wall. The Wizards working the ball around now. Bonga, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot, plain and simple. He's trying to force something that's rarely a good idea.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, man, his passing has evolved over the course of Bill's career. I mean, he's a solid distributor. Now we expect him to make those type of plays all game.
Now here's Tatum. Right side to Walker. Back to Tatum. Basket counts.
It's amazing. Scouts were worried that Tatum would be a streaky spot-up shooter, but you see the perfect form.
Now here's Beal. 12 points for him. Yes! And the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
So both teams making some changes here. And that one falls for Beal. And, you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Here's Bertans. 7 points in the game. Smith outside. Lets it go with a 3. And that's good. Davis Bertans for 3. Bertans got the lead up to 4 now for the Wizards. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. Smart's got 5 points so far.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Davis Bertans. Ish Smith is out there with Peyton. Then it's Troy Brown. And it's Mahimi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Mo Wagner's checked in for Gary Payton. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Bertans against Williams. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
On the wing, Williams. Passes it to Williams. Canner in the corner. He's looking for Williams and finds him.
And one thing Williams has, a lot of natural strength. You can play him physical.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Cantor, some solid defense from Brown. Wizards trail by 3. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
With the guy as strong as smart, tough to contain him without fouling. If you play straight up and down, he'll go right through you.
And the Wizards making a change here. Beal's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his first basket.
Smith is a fighter, someone who usually doesn't back down from anyone, especially on these types of shots.
Outside, Smart. And he comes up with the deuce. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 5. Beal, the pass to Bertans. From deep three-point range. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And finished off by Williams.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Here's Beal. And finished off by Beal.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Nice ball movement by Boston. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
One shot.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And with Hayward, you get a little bit of everything. The scoring, the passing, the rebounding. An all-around threat.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Jason Tatum comes in for Robert Williams. Brown is checked in for Marcus Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Look, Beal is no stranger to these type of situations. In fact, he demands the ball when it's a key possession.
Brown dishes to Hayward. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him. And he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
Pass to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the triple. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And we talk about Tatum's demeanor, even killed, focused. That's the guy you want taking big shots.
They double-team Beal. Ball passes to Beal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Very quietly, Bill has matured into one of the game's best two guards. He's a strong playmaker, a dynamite scorer, and a solid defender. As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
The pass to Hayward. Fires for 3. But they'll get another chance. It's up a 3. Outside, Walker. From the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Beal against Brown. And finished off by Beal.
What poise from Beal. Phenomenal at stepping up his game in the clutch.
Left side, Walker. Hayward outside. Outside, Tatum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Hayward finds Brown. Pass to Tice. 5 on the clock. Now here's Tatum. Back to Tice. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
What an opportunity here.
Yeah, chance to take the lead. This is huge.
And Wall. Here we go now. No good that time. Left side, Walker. It's in!
And whenever the game is on the line, Walker is a great option to go to. He just has a knack for burying big shots.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Let's face it, really difficult to find an open 3 in this situation. Look, there's no secret. It's the only shot that'll save him. So the D is all over the perimeter guarding that three-point line.
That'll be a 5-second call. It's stolen by Wall. Shoots over Walker. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, Wall embraces pressure. Look, he lives for it. Doesn't shy away when the game is on.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Allman, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll A terrific evening look at Old Town. We are
Kevin, thanks. The Celtics.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. So here's Miami's starting group. Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Dragic in the point. And for Boston, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5. Now here's Crowder. There's Dragic with the 3. Outside Tatum. Pass to Hayward. For 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat.
And with a name like Duncan Robinson, you wonder, were his parents Spurs fans?
Good call, GA, but I don't think so. He was born in 1994. That's a few years before Tim Duncan joined the Spurs alongside the Admiral. Good NBA name.
Now here's Brown. And here is Robinson. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Dragic against Hayward. Dragic against the bucket.
Well, when you have an outstanding point guard that's making outstanding decisions like Dragic does, it can be lethal.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Brown kicks to Hayward. Tatum on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Crowder. They get the rebound. Brown off with the layup.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Floats it up for Butler. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And that's Jimmy Butler with a great finish there. Good hands to catch the pass and throw it through.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Walker. Outside Tatum. The 3. Boston again missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And it's Butler with the jam. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Here's Robinson after the basket by Boston. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Bam grabs the board, and then Bam knows what to do.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. Brown the pass to Walker. Back to Brown in the corner. Tatum with it. Misses the 3. Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by Butler.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
Passes to Tice. Hayward outside. Here's Brown. To the paint. Here's Tice. And Tice throws it down.
And the skills of Brown. Not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Robinson. From deep. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. Enes Kanter's checked in for Boston. Smart comes in for Gordon Hayward. And then for Miami, Olynyk is checked in for Crowder. And it's Tyler Hero in for Robinson.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Hero, no good. Walker in the corner. In the corner, Smart with it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Man, and Tatum gets up on these alley-oops, has a great grasp of when to attack and exploit the opponent.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Heat lead by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Boston, we've got Williams, also Enes Kanter out there, Tatum out there with Marcus Smart, and it's Wanamaker in at the point guard. Outside Tatum. Down low. Here's Kanter. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, this is the area where Kanter can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
Now the feed to Dragic. Iguodala outside. To the middle. Here's Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Williams is checked in for the Celtics. And so Jones nails both of them. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Wanamaker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. At the elbow, Williams. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside Tatum. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And Jones slams it home.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Inside, and it's Williams with the jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Boston trailing. Ball's knocked loose. Iguodala with the steal, and they're pushing it up. Here's Jones. He can't get that one. Great D that time from Tatum. And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender when he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Here's Hero. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dragic with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc.
You just can't leave Goran Dragic open from the three-point line. He loves getting free from beyond the arc and letting it fly.
Now the pass to Wanamaker. Back to Williams. In the corner. Tatum with it. Knocked loose. 6 on the shot clock. Williams dishes to Tatum. Here's Wanamaker. No good on the triple. The Heat leading by 5. Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to Hero. He dishes it to Jones. Hero passes to Jones. Here's Olynyk. And Boston with the rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Williams. Hayward comes in for Williams. Brown is checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. And a new group in for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Crowder comes in for Jones. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Goran Dragic. Hayward with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Here's Walker. The kick out to Brown. Here's Kanter. Hayward outside. There's the dish to Kanter, and they pick up two.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Kanter also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Robinson for three. Connects from three-point range. Robinson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Left side, Walker. Pass to Kanter. Brown outside. Hayward outside. Shoots over Crowder, and Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got his first 2 points.
And how about Hayward mixing it up inside there? Shows he can score on either side of the three-point line and really makes him more difficult to guard.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At one stretch in the opening period. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Robinson, Jay Crowder out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in the point guard.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Miami. Celtics have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Misses from short range. Celtics leading by 3. Tatum looking around. Passes it to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Robinson for 3. That shot missing. And the Celtics going the other way now. Brown right side. Here's the 3. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
The pass to Walker. Back to Tatum. He kicks it to Hayward. Tips it up, and it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got the lead up to 5 now for Boston.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Gordon Hayward. The Heat also changing it up. Olynyk, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. Derek Jones comes in for Kendrick Nunn. And it's Iguodala in for Robinson. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Heat also with a sub. Heroes checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Heat trail by 7. Picked his pocket. And a fast break now for the Celtics. They double team Walker. Williams passes to Williams. Olynyk against Walker. And the basket is good.
And a capable scorer from anywhere on the floor. You give Walker those kinds of looks, and he's going to make you pay.
Here's Hero. Guarded by Walker. Here's Adebayo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, because he's so physical, he's a presence down there.
Some changes for Boston. Enes Kanter comes in for Robert Williams. And Smart subbed in for Walker. And a new group in for the Heat. Crowder, he's checked in for Olynyk. Butler comes in for Derek Jones. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Hero. Here's Wanamaker. Miami grabs the miss. And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion. Then put him to the test, carding wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
Butler against Brown. The kick out to Williams. Celtics passing it around. Pocket 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there. Does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
The Celtics making a switch here. Tice is checked in.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Up again. And Butler with the second chance points. Butler's got 6.
Now, Butler with the ball up in the air just sniffs that one out. He goes in and rips it down.
Pass to Brown. Shot, high post, and too long on the shot.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
From 12 feet out. No good from Dragic.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
I love the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's seizing it without a second's hesitation.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 6 points for him. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for the Celtics. Leading by 5. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Butler. Brown, the pass to Tice. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Heat trail by 5. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Smart in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Here's Dragic from outside. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Dragic has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Heat. To the paint. Here's Tice. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Celtics lead by 4.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Hayward against Dragic. Takes a 3. They get it back. And Kanter able to finish. And it's a 6-point Boston lead.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 6 rebounds in the game. Tice finds Brown. Now here's Kanter. Hayward looking around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Pass to Crowder. For the 3. Hayward grabs the board. Boston leading by 6. Brown outside. Smart passes to Brown. Hayward against Butler. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Dragic. To the inside. Iguodala. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Pass to Butler. Goes back up. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Felt like he was getting more and more hungry as he got closer to the rim. Jimmy Butler just tenacious there.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Kemba Walker comes in for Smart. And Miami also making a switch. Heroes checked in. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Dragic against Walker. Can't hit that one. And it's Boston the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's Brown with the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And it's Butler missing. Celtics leading by 4. From the wing, Brown, good.
And love how assured Brown looks taking these shots. His mid-range game is on point. He's squaring up like that.
Here's Adebayo. Outside Dragic. Crowder, the pass to Butler. Dishes to Dragic. Launches it. But they get it back. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Back to Walker. Tatum on the wing. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Miami. Jones comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Butler. Shot clock at 6. Here's Tatum. And the layup falls. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Yeah, and in one-on-one situations, Tatum is a nightmare to guard. Versatile offensively and really allows him to score consistently.
Back to Dragic. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by Hero. The Heat trail by 6.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Hayward kicks to Tice. Here's Walker, and he banks in the layup.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. And Dragic wants these kind of moments, and this time coming through.
Outside Tatum. 27 seconds left in the game. Tice kicks to Brown. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Tice in the high post. Brown inside. Out to Hayward. Fires from deep. No good.
And if you have credits to give out, give them to Dragic. Stellar defense.
So it's the Celtics. Coming up next, it's time for the NBA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Dragic, Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson, and it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Washington, Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Crowder. Back to Adebayo. Offensive rebound, and Crowder stays with it.
That's a sneaky veteran move. Crowder finding ways to make his presence felt.
Now Beal. And finished off by Beal.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Robinson for 3. Miami keeps it going. A new 14-second clock. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Butler.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Kept alive. Beal the pass to Bryant. And Butler sends it back.
On the prowl, Butler with the block shot.
Takes the 3. Hachimura grabs the miss. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota, maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him, and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And, Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Robinson misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Miami's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. The kick out to Dragic. Pass to Butler. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. No good on that one. Now the Wizards take it the other way. All with it. Butler covering. Pass to Bonga. And it's Hachimura in the corner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Robinson for 3. Bryant with the rebound. Wizards have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Passes it to Bonga. And here is Hachimura. To the wing on the left. Wall finds Hachimura. Outside Beal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Tyler Hero. He's checked in for Miami. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Here's Bertans, following the score by Miami. Back to Brown, waiting outside. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Bertans for 3, and it's Miami with the rebound. Inside, the kick out to Dragic, releases. Bertans grabs the board.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Payton dishes to Smith. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. From deep three-point range, rebound by Iguodala.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Here's Smith after the made shot from Andre Iguodala.
A fearless big man. Olynyk isn't afraid to challenge opponents on their shots.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. There's Dragic with the three. The shot, no good. And the Wizards now going the other way. Payton drives in, and Payton throws it down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Dragic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Olynyk in the corner. Shoots over Wagner. Olynyk can't hit. Wagner with it. Here's Bertans for three.
Really understanding the defensive scheme. Olynyk right there to contest that shot.
A good close. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Derek Jones is out there with Olynyk. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Hero into the shooting guard position. Now here's Iguodala. The pass to Olynyk. And taken away by Brown. And here's the break. Here's Bertans for three. Payton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Payton's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Wizards.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Dragic. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Smith. Wizards have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Payton. Clock at 6. Here's Bertans for three. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Wagner's got the lead up to 2 now for the Wizards.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Smith outside. Pass to Payton. Iguodala with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. Jones is running. Yes, that goes in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 2. And here's Brown outside. It's good on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Hero. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Olynyk. This one for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Smith outside. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Washington making some changes. Hachimura is checked in for Bertans. Beal comes in for Payton. And John Wall subbed in for Smith. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Goran Dragic. Here's Hero. Washington with the rebound. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mahinmi's checked in for the Wizards. Bryant comes in for Troy Brown. And Miami also making a switch. Crowder's checked in. Now here's Wall. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
Now here's Beal. Bryant. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Here's none. Miami no good on that time either.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And it's good, 2 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Crowder against Bryant. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Crowder.
He's so strong. Jay Crowder overcoming physical defense with great power and body control.
Back to Wall. Outside Beal. Left side Wall. 5 on the clock. It's tipped. Kicks it to Beal. From deep. That shot off, and it's Miami the other way. And the pass to Olynyk. Heat moving the ball around. Here's none. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Right side, Beal. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Misses off the right iron.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Great positioning on the putback. Hero's got the game tied up here for Miami.
An offensive-minded player. Tyler Hero is a sneaky player who runs the floor hard.
Hachimura finds Bryant. Shoots over Crowder. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Some shooters get tunnel vision, but Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Heat lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Jay Crowder. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the small forward position. Loads it up for Adebayo. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Bonga, the pass to Wall. fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score.
For the Wizards, Mo Wagner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Bertans comes in for Hachimura. And it's Brown in for Beal. The Heat with the lead. Tries to save it. Pass to Robinson. And that's a foul. It's called on Troy Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Smith checked in for Washington. Then for the Heat, Derek Jones. He's checked in for Crowder. And it's Iguodala in for Jimmy Butler. Iguodala kicks to Adebayo.
And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him they will pay a little extra motivation, fuel for the fire. Man, you know, Bam Adebayo knows his role, doesn't play outside of himself, and he's a quality teammate too.
The Heat leading by 3. From past the arc. Miami no good on that time either. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for the Wizards.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
Dragic looking for an opening. It's good. Adebayo's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. To the right side. The 3 from Bertans. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Wizards trail by 3. Bonga the pass to Smith. Here's Bertans. And no good. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Outside, Jones. Back to Adebayo. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Adebayo's got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat. Wizards have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Brown against Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Outside for Robinson. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Well, so far, this cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Dragic. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Wagner passes to Brown. Wizards passing it around. Here's Bertans. Here's Wagner. Out to the right wing. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Offensive rebound. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
The confidence continuing to grow off the board. Adebayo takes it right back up.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged. And everything has to be earned.
Robinson drives in. And the dunk by Robinson.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for Miami. He got into double digits. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Iguodala in at the three.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And that one falls for John Wall.
The love and passion. Wall is a game changer, a competitor through and through.
Here's Iguodala. Dragic left side. On the wing, Jones. To the middle. To the paint. That's slammed in by Jones.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
Hachimura finds Wall, right wing. Here's Mahimi. Here's Bryant over Jones. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And that one falls for Bryant. And Washington making a change here. Bonga's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Nunn's checked in. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Miami leading by 4. Beyond the arc. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition.
Shots good by Hero.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Heat. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. Here's Hero. And that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Beal from long range. Rebound by the Heat. Lets it go from deep. A putback, and Crowder stays with it. And now it's an 8-point Miami lead.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Now here's Wall. Lob pass to Wall. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Hero passes to Butler. Fires the three. Hero, no good. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Wizards. From deep three-point range. And again, Washington, no good. The Heat leading by 8. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Adebayo on the follow.
You must put a body on Bam. When you don't, he hammers misses in.
Down low. And passes to Bonga. And they get it. And it's good on the layup.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
The Heat have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Crowder from outside. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Davis Bertans checks in for Washington. And Miami also making a switch. Robinson's checked in for Tyler Hero. Here's Bertans for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside Butler. Outside Robinson from downtown. Buries it from three-point range. Robinson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Ball passes to Beal. Kept alive by Washington. The Heat have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Miami.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Robinson for three with the putback, and Butler with the second chance points. And the Heat lead by 13.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Free throw good, Beal. Outside Robinson. Basket good.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith. The blue line making its way up. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. All runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3 slot. And for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Tatum. And it's Walker in at the point. And it's Brown missing.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And finished off by Bryant. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Boy, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Passes to Bonga. It's Beal on the wing. There's the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, Bradley Beal's mechanics are so pretty. What a shot.
Boston off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Tatum. 3-pointer. Traps in the tray.
But we'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these 2, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Beal. Outside, Wall. 18 feet out. Here's Bryant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bryant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Thomas Bryant is a problem on the offensive backboards. This guy's big and skilled, and you better box him out.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more of them.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range 2s. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from 3.
And the Wizards with possession, following the bucket by the Celtics. And a deep 3 from Beal. And Tatum pulls it down.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Bryant gets a wide-open look. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. Brown the pass to Tatum. And here's Walker outside. He can't hit that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Here's Beal. No good there. Some solid defense from Brown. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Walker kicks to Brown. That ties it up.
Brown showing off that delicate touch, becoming much more reliable with his jumper the longer he plays in the NBA.
Here's Beal. And again, Washington no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now Wall. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. To the wing right side. Wizards passing it around. Beal from long range. That doesn't go either for Beal.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
That puts them in the lead. Brown's got 8.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
The pass to Wall. Trying to get something going. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Wall attacking. Can't connect from short range. For Boston, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Smith dishes to Mahinmi. Deflects the pass, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Gary Payton has checked in for John Wall. Here's Wanamaker. Outside, Smart. Tatum wide open, he fires one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Wizards lead by 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds to Kanter. It's rebounded by Payton.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Boston trailing. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, if he gets near the cup, Jason Tatum will lead, no doubt. Woo-hoo!
Payton in the corner. And another miss by Washington. And for the Celtics, they're shooting 43% from the field. Tatum on the wing. They get it back.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Puts it up from 15. Doesn't go that time. Now Boston takes it the other way. To the inside. And it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Now, here's Wagner. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Fires from 14. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
For 3, Smith. Smith missing again.
Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Tatum's shot is off. Wizards trail by 5.
And at last year's trade deadline, it surprised some people that Bertans was one of the hottest names out there.
Right. Bertans goes from a guy who was getting limited minutes in San Antonio to playing around 30 per game for Washington. There were reports that suggested the Wizards were asking for at least 1 first-round pick and maybe a sweetener. Boy, does that show you the value of a sweet shooting big man.
Takes the 13-footer. Denied once again, misfiring at a 30% rate. He's 3 for 10 now. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. Nailed from three-point land. Bertans got his first 3 points of the game. Outside Tatum. 1:44 left in the first half of basketball. Kanter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. Enes Kanter, that is a strength of his game.
Smart against Payton. Pass to Smith. Over to the wing. Bertans finds Payton. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Wanamaker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Williams passes to Wanamaker. Outside Tatum. Shoots the three. That one, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Payton. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Smart, and he makes good on the layup. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And he recovers it. Passes it to Bertans. Off target from outside. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. The three from Tatum. Hands it from downtown. Tatum's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Here's Wall. 5 points in the game. Pass to Bonga. There's the three. And so it's Boston with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the... Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. With an excellent team performance in the second quarter, they were able to put... And that's a...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So on the floor for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And Bryant kicks to Wall. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Beal. And Boston with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And how about this, Doris? For all of his offensive accomplishments, Beal has said he wants to make the all-defensive first team at some point.
Well, he has the instincts, the athleticism, and the tenacity to do exactly that, Greg. The problem is he has had to expend so much energy at the offensive end. But what you love is he's willing to take on difficult challenges. That should help him qualify.
Here's Tatum, and it's sent back by Bryant.
Boy, blocking shots is usually about timing. But with Thomas Bryant, it's about that tremendous length.
Washington on D. And here's Tatum for 3. They grab their own miss. Hayward, left side. No good with the triple. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Wizards. 11-point game. Kept alive. There's the pass to Hachimura. Back to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Second shot opportunity. Rebound Boston. Tice has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Brown wide open. He fires. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Beal.
Just terrific recognition by Beal. Saw the lane and drew the contact.
The Wizards have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Williams, he's checked in for Tatum. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Mahinmi's checked in. Inside. Tice inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Tice has got 4 points now in the quarter. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, so Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And Wall, here we go now. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, if you use your strength and your power and a little bit of relentlessness, as John Mahinmi does, he cleans up.
Smart against Wall. Fires at the elbow. Here's Tice. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tice has got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
That's unselfish basketball. Opted to pass up his own shot and dish to a teammate instead. It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Brown dishes to Smart. Tice passes to Brown. This one for three. It's hauled in by Brown. Wizards trail by 13. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Boston making a switch here. Wanamaker's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Wagner's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
A smooth athlete with that near 7-foot wingspan. Brown has the positional versatility that every team craves.
And Greg, it's not just the physical attributes. Brown is smart. He's highly skilled. He played point guard in high school, so you know you can run the offense through him. He's got great handle, great instinct, so much to like.
There's Brown with the three. Rebound by the Wizards. Mahinmi's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
But they recover it. Wagner kicks to Bertans. Puts up a three. And that one is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. There's Brown with the three. Rebound by Smith.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
Here's Wagner. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Excellent concentration by Mo Wagner. And boy, what touch from the big man.
The drive by Smith. The lead now cut to single digits. Smith's got his first bucket in this one.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The kick out to Brown. To the middle. Here's Tice. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Boston Celtics in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the floor for Boston. On is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Smart in at the 1 spot. Here's Brown. Mahinmi trying to get open. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Brown.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Smart kicks to Tatum. Takes the 3. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the lob to Brown. Leaps for it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Mahimi.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Boston making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Hayward comes in for Robert Williams. And Walker subbed in for Marcus Smart. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Bryant, he's checked in for Mahimi. Hachimura comes in for Bertans. Bradley Beal's checked in for Troy Brown. And John Wall subbed in for Smith.
Yeah, there's just such a grittiness, such a toughness to John Wall. Nice finish through contact.
Walker with it. Working on Bryant. Walker's shot is off.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Pass to Hachimura. A 3-pointer, no good.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Bryant against Walker. To the paint. Here's Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Well, we've known for a long time Kemba Walker is gifted on the offensive end, and it's not just about his scoring. Look at that on the assist.
Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And here's Tatum for 3. A new 14 for Boston. And Williams is right there.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And Wall slams it home.
Well, there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
Tatum on the wing. Looking to get it going. And that one hits back iron. And so Bryant will bring it up for Washington. He kicks the Wall. Outside, Beal. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, the athleticism and size of Bradley Beal makes that an easy shot, believe it or not. He's got great vertical.
Hayward outside. Outside, Tatum. Brown outside. Kept alive by Boston. The shot by Hayward, wide open, offline with his 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there. Oh, that's a big-time delivery. John Wall making it happen.
Celtics leading by 4. Outside, Tatum. Right side to Walker. This ball moved by Boston. And here's Brown outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. Talk about composure. Thomas Bryant under duress, no problem. There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And stolen by Tatum. Walker looking for an opening. Brown kicks to Walker. From outside, off the mark.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Hayward dishes to Walker. Back to Hayward. Pass to Walker. 30 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. 27 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Outside Tatum. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over. Williams kicks to Ojale. Jacks up a 3.
The shot that time, not on target. It's off. So we see Boston get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and it's
Coming to you tonight from the American Airlines Arena with a look high above here in Miami.
Hey, Kevin, we all are well aware of the Miami.
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center. And for the Heat, they've got Dragic. Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Robinson, and it's Butler in at the 3 slot. It's stolen by Adebayo. Now the dish to Dragic. Back to Adebayo. That one goes. Counted. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Hayward with the ball. Butler covering. Second chance shot. Brown outside. From 13. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Butler with the steal. Crowder the pass to Dragic. Good on the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Here's Butler following the basket by Jaylen Brown.
Well, if you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last off season, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
And see, when you look at all that Tice provides for this team, it's amazing he doesn't get more credit.
Well, you're right, Jay, but he is surrounded by great players who deserve to attract the limelight. But he can rebound, defend, set picks. He can stretch the floor, and every year he continues to improve.
And Butler gets it to go.
It's a difficult shot to perfect, but Butler, he has a nice touch on the teardrop right there.
Up top, Brown, guarded by Robinson. Shoots from the line. Tice controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Robinson for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Robinson's got 5 points so far.
Hey, the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Tice finds Hayward. Lets the 3 fly. Crowder pulls it in. The Heat leading by 7. Here's Adebayo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Crowder. Derek Jones comes in for Butler. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Tyler Hero in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Tatum. "13 feet away. Rebound by Olynyk. Heat have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And Adebayo throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you're trying to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Here's Wanamaker. Back to Smart. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Hero. Off target with his three. Celtics trail by 12. Smart with the ball. Out defended by Adebayo. Passes it to Cantor. Here's Wanamaker. 6 to shoot. Now Tatum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Got that one up quick.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Looking to end the run, and Wanamaker gets it to go.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Well, Heat leading by 13. Pass to Jones. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Pass to Olynyk. Beyond the arc. A rebound by the Celtics. It's stolen by Adebayo. And here they go. All alone. And Adebayo throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
With 2 seconds left, nice job filling the lanes and terrific pass to hit him right in stride.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Got to be careful. It's still early.
And so it's the Miami Heat feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so is any.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
We've got Olynyk. Dragic is out there with Hero. And there's Iguodala. And it's Jones in at the power forward. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Outside Dragic. The pass to Olynyk. Back to Dragic. Lays it up and banks it in. Dragic has got 5.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Celtics passing it around. Left side Williams. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Excellent D that time from Jones. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Williams gets the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Jay Crowder's checked in for Derek Jones. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Hero. And then for Boston, Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Gordon Hayward comes in for Smart. And Walker subbed in for Brad Wanamaker.
What speed in transition. Brown just slashing down the court for the high percentage shot.
Robinson for 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Outside, Walker. To the inside. Here's Williams. Crowder pulls it in. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 17 points was their biggest margin. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 14. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Adebayo is checked in for Olynyk. Boston also with the sub. Cantor's checked in. Here's Brown. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Cantor finds Brown. Now Hayward. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Brown against Robinson. Inside. Adebayo passes to Crowder. Here is Robinson. He's got 8. Back to Crowder. Shoots over Cantor. Excellent D from Cantor. Celtics trail by 12. Hayward with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Shoots from the baseline. And it's Brown missing. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Miami no good on that time either. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
For Boston, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Dragic kicks to Adebayo. Can't hit from in close.
And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, he'll have plenty of opportunities to continue that. He's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Here's Boston now. They're on a 14-5 run. And then Brown with the dunk.
What an athletic play from Brown, showing off his mad hops on these jams.
Robinson against Brown. Robinson kicks to Butler. Down low. Adebayo passes to Butler. Back to Adebayo. The kick out to Crowder. Again, the miss by the Heat. Tice finds Walker. Passes it to Brown. Tries it from the top of the key, and the jumper is good. And now just a 4-point Heat lead.
Beautiful job closing the gap.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Bam Adebayo had it going on in the first quarter. He had 9 points. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
On the floor for Boston. Hayward at small forward, with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the center position. Tatum passes to Walker. On the wing, Brown. Outside, Walker. Pass to Tatum. Over Adebayo. And it's Miami with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Hero. They get the rebound. The kick out to Crowder. Pass to Butler. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Now the pass to Tatum. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Heat leading by 6. Passes it to Hero. Good ball movement here by Miami. Butler, no good. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for Boston. Tice kicks to Walker. Back to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
That is prime-time point guard play. A sensational find by Walker to set up the easy play.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. None, that's good. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Adebayo on the follow.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Walker in the post, defended by none.
And although he's smaller, Walker doesn't fear going inside. I mean, he knows he can get his shot over anyone.
Butler on the wing. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Offline from the high post.
And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take long for him to answer that question. He did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. The scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started.
And stolen by Tatum. Walker finds Smart. Hayward on the wing. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Williams is right there. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Outside Tatum. Williams in the post, defended by none. Walker the pass to Williams. Rebound by Olynyk. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Hero. That misses off the backboard.
Jesus surprises anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Cantor comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Pass to Tatum. 36 seconds left in the third. Smart passes to Williams. That shot is off. And Miami the other way now. 17 points was their biggest margin. Cantor, good. The nice assist for Williams. Cantor's got his second bucket.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Hero passes to Adebayo. The rebound by the Celtics. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Right side, Williams. Here's Smart. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So it's Miami now. It's a one-point game. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Jones in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
this is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Williams passes to Wanamaker. Shot clock at 6.
Love to see him battling and go get it, little fella.
And here are the Heat now. They lead by 1, and it's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And Miami making a change here. Crowder's checked in. And a change for the Celtics. Brown is checked in for Williams. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
And it's Brown missing.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Olynyk can't hit.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Cantor dishes to Tatum. Back to Cantor. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Cantor's got the lead up to 1 now for Boston. Smart against Robinson. Olynyk trying to break loose. Robinson misses. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Smart on the wing. Brown with it. Knocks it loose. Pass to Cantor. Shoots it. Outside, Smart. And there's the pass to Wanamaker. Dishes it to Cantor. The kick out to Tatum. Over Jones. But they'll get another chance. Cantor, the pass to Smart. Here's Wanamaker, defended by none. The kick out to Brown. Up again, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, the experience helping Cantor there. He doesn't shy away from taking big time.
Outside Robinson. From deep. And Boston with the rebound. Cantor's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And here's Tatum for 3. Cantor, the pass to Brown. Here's Wanamaker, defended by Crowder. And here's Tatum for 3. And Wanamaker gets it to go.
Oh, impressive ball handling from Tatum. I mean, attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Robinson dishes to Crowder. And Crowder comes it in.
Oh, and that was a big bucket right there by Crowder.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And some changes here for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Jimmy Butler comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Then for the Celtics, Daniel Tice is checked in for Jason Tatum. Hayward comes in for Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. To the middle. Cantor, the pass to Tice. Out to Hayward. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Brown finds Hayward. And it's Hayward again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but hasn't been successful.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They thought they could count on him to make crucial shots.
Passes it to Brown. On deep. Busted. No good that time either. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
Tyler Hero. He's checked in for the Heat. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Now, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Walker kicks to Hayward. The Celtics working the ball around now. Down low. Oh, no good on the dunk. Great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 2.
And they do have a foul to give.
Here's Adebayo. Count it!
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Here's Brown. Money!
How about they don't waste any time matching that throwdown with one of their own.
A show of their determination right there. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Enes Kanter.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has...
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. It'll be the Heat off the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for the Heat, Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. Walker's shot is off. The Heat shooting well. They're at 45%. To the right side. Here's Hero. Outside Butler. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. The Celtics shooting 40% from the field. Here's Brown. And the shot is long. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Celtics ball. The Celtics have gone 0 for 3 since the end of regulation. Not how they were hoping to start out this overtime period. Here's Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Miami's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime. Here's Hero. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hero's got the first basket here in overtime for the Heat.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jump.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And we talk about Tatum's demeanor, even killed, focused. That's the guy you want taking big shots.
It's to Hero. Get a shot off. It's blocked. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Pass to Tice. Tatum on the wing. And here's Walker. Outside Tatum. Lets it fly. Walker's shot is off. And so here is Miami. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And you can't be too aggressive with Butler. That's just a recipe for failure.
He sinks the clutch free throw. The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And so he drops them both. It's a two-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Now here's Walker. Brown outside. Walker against Dragic. Out to Hayward. Buries the triple.
Fantastic job. Hayward, one of the most versatile players in the league, showing he's also clutch.
Butler deciding where to go with it. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
And the whole game resting on one free throw, and he buries it. Tremendous heart.
And it's the Heat with the ball. They get it back. It falls!
And there's the toughness Dragic needs to show. Able to finish in the face of some very tight defense.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. What's your take, guys?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. And David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for